Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. And you might know I couldn't upload a video right after the game. I didn't want to. I was mad. I was upset because that performance was terrible. We started off so well. We started off really well. That's the thing. If I've got like look tired, I've just woken up. But if we just we started off so strong, we look well. And to all the people that said starting on top over Bamford. Rodrigo started up top, not Bamford. Why is Bamford starting up top? You just seen why. I hope you're happy because you just found out why Bamford is better up front. Because he offered more. When he was on, we looked dangerous. He looked dangerous. We looked dangerous. Rodrigo looked better on the wing. And as I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, we're relying so hard on a kid, on Nonto, a kid. We're relying so much on a young player, right? And I think I said we were relying too much on him, you know. And look what's happened. We proved that we were relying too much on him because he comes out today and wasn't good. I don't care what people say; he was not good. Um, I know people have their agendas against certain players, and if that was Bamford and not Nonto, they'd say he was shit, get him out of the club. But he was terrible. Okay, he did nothing in that game. Rodrigo, you could see fight, yes. He looked good at the start. He got the goal that made it 1-0 from a McKennie throw. The only thing he's done, and it cost 30 mil. Yep. But McKennie looked good recently. Like we've seen him improve a bit, but I don't want to go on him. But Rodrigo got a good goal, the volley. We went 1-0 up. I'm like, yes. And then all of a sudden, it felt like we just dropped it back. I don't know what you guys think, but it feels like after we scored, we just kind of dropped back and didn't try to attack. And we're just dropping back and we're letting them in and we're letting them in and we're letting them in. We let them in a couple of times, you know? We kept doing that and eventually they scored and made it 1-1. When it was 1-1 at half time, I was like, okay, we'll come out and turn this around. We came out and that performance was poor. They were playing like they were 3-0 up when it was 1-1. When it was 1-1, they played like they were beating us 3-4-0. They were destroying us out there. And I just don't understand what happened. It just, ever since Bamford went off with his injury, we just went like that after Bamford went off. Because I think Bamford was offering a lot of threat. He looked dangerous. And I said in my watch along, oh, Bamford's going to score here today. He looks dangerous. He looks dangerous. He's going to score today. None of that happened because he got injured. And we sprang onto one, which everyone on Twitter must have been very proud of because that's all I've been hearing. People crying about don't start Bamford and start Nonto instead and play Rodrigo up front. I bet everyone was loving it on Twitter and stuff. And then what happened? He played poor. Rodrigo played poor after going up at striker. I don't think he offered anything. I think he ran himself. He ran at them. He tried. The thing about Rodrigo is he's tried, and he's my player of the season at the end of the season. By the way, there's no one else. You could say Adams, but Rodrigo's my player of the season. He tried at least. Now, on technically, we can still stay up. It's not over, but Bournemouth aren't gonna beat Everton. And if Bournemouth and Everton end in a draw, we need to beat Spurs by 2 goals. I think it is. I think we have to beat them by 2 goals because we got more goals than Everton. And if it's a draw and goal different goes to goals scored, I think. But we're not going to win by 2. We just have to hope and pray for a miracle that we somehow beat Spurs firstly, because I don't see us beating Spurs. And Everton just lose to Bournemouth. If that happens, we're having a party. But I just think the Everton crowd at their place is going to get behind them, be behind them, and the fans at Goodison are just gonna drive them through to win that game. Because since Bournemouth beat us, they haven't won a game. I'm pretty sure. They haven't won a game since beating us. So I can't see. Yeah, not just a poor game. I don't know how the third goal was onside. Looking at the replays, his foot looked offside, but I mean it was already 2-1. It wouldn't have mattered. Maybe goal difference would matter. Maybe we'll be mad at the end of the season because goal difference will matter if we do win and then they draw. If we only win 1-0 and then they draw, we'll be relegated by 1 goal. But that's not on that one little play. That's off the whole season of all the goals we've let in. You know, poor season. We're relegated to the championship. I just think it's over. I'm no hope, and I'm a really optimistic person that thought, oh, we can do this. All we have to do is beat Everton, even a draw, and I think we can do this because we'll have momentum going into the final game. No, it's over now. My opinion is, I mean, I'm gonna watch the last game and I'm gonna cheer the lads on, and I'm gonna hope and pray for a miracle. I'm gonna hope and pray for a miracle that Everton lose to Bournemouth and we beat Spurs, but I just don't see it happening. We're gonna move on. We're going down to the Championship after 3 years. Um, the board. It's all the board's fault, but we'll get into that at the end of the season. But yeah, um, what else could I say? Well, like, there's nothing else really to say. I don't really think anyone played well after we scored the goal, and that's another game where we opened the game 1-0, and then we just fallen flat. Like, we go 1-0 up, and we're like, yes, we can do this, and then all of a sudden, we just go downhill every time we go in front. That is now taken us to, we have lost 25 points from leading positions this season, and when you do that, you don't deserve to stay up. 25 points. So we'll have to go down to the Championship, rebuild, and hopefully get in a good manager. If Big Sam doesn't want to stay, I don't know. If Big Sam wants to stay at the club when we go down, I'll take it. 100% say take the job because he can do it, I think. But if he doesn't, we have to get a new manager, rebuild a bunch of our players. I want to keep some of the, like, everyone wants to say get rid of the old guy, get rid of the old guy, get rid of Aiden, get rid of Bamford, get rid of these players. I think Rodrigo will leave just due to his price tag, and I feel like someone will come in for him from like Italy or Germany if he doesn't come. If because I don't think a Premier League club will come for him. They might because he had a good season, and scored 12 goals, but I don't think so. But your Bamford, your Aylings, your Coopers. I mean, no one said this, but Dallas. I think he'll 100% stay. These old guard players, Forshaw will stay as well. I'm probably missing a couple, but those are like players I want to still see in the team. I want to see Bamford and Ayling. They're the main two I'm going to talk about because people have been crying to get them out of the club. I want to see Bamford and Ayling not in the starting 11, not in the starting team, but as bench players. We need depth. And I'm sorry, people that say Ayling and Bamford aren't good depth players. Look at our bench now. We have to bring in kids to play on the bench. We have to bring in kids to play on the bench week in, week out. So I hate people that say, get rid of them, get rid of them. But then you look at our bench. Look who's on our bench sometimes in these games this season. Look who we've been relying on to come on the field. No offense to these players. Greenwood, I think he's a decent player. I think he's a good player, okay? There's nothing against him, okay? Nonto's a good player, of course. I think he's ready for the first team football, but I still don't think he's Premier League starter ready. I don't know about Championship if he wants to stay, or he probably get a move now. Somerville, I think he's a good player, but he's not a starter. We can do better as a starting player. We can do better than that. And I like Somerville, and I like Nonto, and I like Greenwood. These players are bench players, yes, but then you added that with a bit of experience and leadership in Cooper, Ayling, and Bamford. Bamford could come on late if the main striker's injured. Bamford's a perfect backup, in my opinion, to come in and do a great job for the club. Bamford's a perfect player to bring off the bench and do a good job for the club. So I don't know why people think that, but if you've that's it. We're relegated. So let's enjoy the game against Spurs and just have a bit of fun during that game. Hopefully, we'll clap off the players at the end. Hopefully the fans don't turn toxic. I don't think they will though. Because so that 3 years in the Premier League is a waste now. Thanks for sacking Bielsa, boys, because he trained too hard, didn't he? He overtrained these players, didn't he? If you've liked the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comment section down below what you thought of the game. And I'll catch you in the next time. Peace.